Happy birthday. Born on the 5th of August. That's a very clever horoscope. Perhaps too clever for your own good, because you'll be the one who'll take shortcuts to everything. You'll be the hasty one, the impatient one who wants to get to the finishing line before anybody else, because you also have a very big ego. But all these things can make you very secure at that time. You can't be hasty, can't be impatient, and not then avoid accidents, whether they are emotional accidents, physical accidents, verbal accidents. So be very careful what you say and do. You have to slow down. You have a horoscope that lives on its nerves, and therefore you are doing things at that instant that you are impulsive and hasty and impatient. Your compatibility will be difficult, because you are very often taught as a person who at that instant you are all hot, and after that you can be all cold. So you have these difficulties, and that of course makes long-term compatibility difficult, whether place of work, whether in business, whether in sport, whether in love, whether in marriage. So you have to be careful. So I'm going to talk to you at great length about your character, your personality, and try to get you right with all this information, which I'll explain to you why you are like that and how you can improve it. You will be very ambitious financially. In fact, money will be your God. And why not? Because the world is all about money these days. So let money be your God. But don't lose compassion for people. Don't lose the intensity that you have for the good for people. That happens when you overly become absorbed with the craze for money. Use money wisely and be compassionate, and you'll make a great name for yourself. You'll be known for the compassion that you do for people, because you're going to be famous for something or another in life, and the planets of famousness are on your positive side. So you will do all that. You will be given the gift of communication and marketing sense. Trouble is, these gifts come quickly and go quickly. So you will have hot periods and cold periods of success and failure. And so how to control yourself is what I'm going to teach you when I have this 90-minute session. That 90 minutes will be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms, face reading you while I Skype with you or Facebook Messenger you. And so, born on the 5th of August, a very clever person with a very short memory for people. So many will think you out of sight, out of mind, and that's no good. So you got to make all these notes of people's birthdays and remember that. That's how they will endear themselves to you. In terms of love and romance, you can be a very changeable person. And you'll always be attracted to a partner who can do also very well in business or job. Because you'll have to talk about business and money with somebody, and that makes a perfect partner for you as well. Well, you could be with a partner who is not interested in business. That'd be fine as well. That will be fine as well. Now, this born on the 5th of August, I'm going to talk to you about the calendar year 2018. The calendar year 2018 is where everybody in the world right now is in 2018. The 2018 is our foundation. And so the driving force, what our ambitions are, what we want to be and how we want to do it is all left to the age that you are going to be in. That's what I don't know. So one day if I have your full date of birth, including the calendar year, I will know how old you are. And if I can see your palms, even better. For the time being, I have to tell you that the calendar year 2018 wants to help you up to 40%. So you'll have every chance of doing something where the 40% in 2018 being helpful will allow you the success at that rate of 40%. Now what about the other 60%? That will all depend on your age and on your palms, and of course a bit on your face as well. And so born on the 5th of August, 2018 will help you make money, and 2018 will help you to change your job or business. But in the emotional areas, 2018 can show weakness, difficulties in getting together with each other, whether it's marriage, whether it's love situations or romance, whether it's compatibility in job or business, whether in sport as well. That's the area where emotions are involved. That's the area of the weakness. So you have to work harder than most people to get your 2018 to be stable for the long term, because your age of 5th of August makes you a very short-term person, making changes too fast. Don't do that in 2018, because your changes will be doubled. And so that's not good. There'll not be much stability seen by other people that you are having. Now, what about your ages? That's what I don't know. So I'm going to pretend and give you examples of some ages. If you happen to be the ages of 14 or 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or 77, well, you're going to be one very busy person for that, to be sure. Your ambitions will be raging. You'll want to make many changes in your life. You'll want to do things where you will want to be famous, and you will see the opportunity of going to be number one and being in the limelight. But let me tell you that these ages which I've just mentioned, they are not the best. Not the best meaning they are moving very fast with these planets. So you already born with fast planets will be in an age which I've just mentioned, the series of ages which will make you go even faster. And of course chaos can result. Of course great things can happen very fast, but great things can dwindle very fast as well. So you have of these ages, be very careful, slow down in everything that you do. Think twice. Don't say things which you will regret. Don't do things you will regret. You need time to absorb all the news given to you. Don't take shortcuts to get where you want to be quickly. It will be problems. I'm going to give you another set of ages. And if you happen to be of these ages, you'll be able to control your horoscope better. So let's see. Now, if you happen to be the ages of 19 or 28, or 37 or 46 or 55 or 64 or 73 or 82, well, you're going to be much, much luckier, and you will still get all the things done, but in a better way, and you will taste success on a very good scale, whether in job, whether in romance, whether in health, whether in anything. So these ages which I've just mentioned will stabilize your horoscope. And so you will become luckier and luckier. So you see, that's how important ages are. They mean everything. The calendar year is always only the foundation. And your foundation is good enough. You've got 40%. Now can you put the other 40% from the age side and make yourself 80% lucky? To tell you that, I will see your palm and read your palms. I will know your exact date of birth and the time-wise, and your exact time of birth and also the date of birth. And with all this information, I'll be able to put you on the right track for your next 7 or 8 years, because I'll be able to predict for you 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life. But we'll talk about that later. Now about your palms. Well, before that, about your time of birth. You see, 400,000 people, according to statistics, are born on the same day as you. 400,000 people. So you're sharing your birthday with a lot of people. Of course, the palms you have will be very different. And the time of birth will narrow it all down. So less people will be born at your time of birth, and that will help. And if your time of birth is what we call the second horoscope, your date of birth is what we call the first horoscope. So if your first horoscope and second horoscope get along very well, then the success will be long-term. You will have longer good years of cycles. If they don't get along, your time of birth and your date of birth, then the problem starts, where each of them will move in and move out. And every 2 or 3 years you'll have your ups and downs, and you'll wonder why. It's because your time of birth and date of birth are not jiving. And we'll know how to correct this as well. Now at your palms, a palmist must learn astrology, and an astrologer must learn palmistry. They have to be read together. When you don't read it together, you'll only have 50% of the story to say. So palms are very important, and I want to read your palms. And palms change every 3 to 5 years. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the good, sometimes more, sometimes less. So seeing me once every 3 years would be a good idea for you. Your personal horoscope, I will give you plenty of information. I'll give you your lucky lottery numbers based on your date of birth and time of birth, exclusively your lucky numbers for your lotteries. I'll give you your lucky numbers, your lucky days, your lucky directions, your lucky gemstones, a lot of information to get you exclusively right for yourself. And with all that information, your personal horoscope will take 90 minutes. And in those 90 minutes, I'll tackle your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life. We'll have an intense one, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I'll go into extreme depth to tell you about your health as well. So all that I will be telling you. I want to talk to you a little bit about your health, and knowing only that you are born on the 5th of August, I'm worried about your spine. You're going to have spinal issues. Secondly, you will have a stomach which is just begging for help, whether gastric areas, whether your bowels, whether your colon, which is your large intestine, your digestive areas also are begging for help. I don't want to say too much right now because all I know, you're born on the 5th of August. So let me have your full date of birth, including the year. Then I will know what age you are going to be right now or later on. And also look at your palms, and also looking at your face. Your face is divided into 9 areas because of the 9 planets who control the different features you have, the different areas of your face. So it's a lot of things, putting them together and to be able to read you for your next 7 or 8 years. Well, I look forward to you contacting me through Facebook or through Skype, or send me an email, and let's make the contact. And just to spend USD 50 to know your next 7 or 8 years, and to know your personal lottery numbers as well. Once you know your personal lottery numbers, you'll be able to compare them with the numbers that I'm giving, for example, everybody in Leo. So when you compare them every month, your personal ones which I've given you based on your date of birth and time of birth, and you compare them for which I give to everybody in Leo, if the numbers are jiving very closely together, wow, you better go ahead and go and buy lotteries. If they are not so, then you take it easy a bit. And I'll give you a lot of information how to exactly create your own lucky numbers, a lot of information. Well, it was good talking to you. And you are born on the day you're going to make a difference in the world, especially in the financial world. And so that's good. And you're going to make a name for yourself as well. So I hope to hear from you soon. And until then, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you and goodbye.